Let's talk about the peripheral things of life. There are a lot of things that are peripheral. The word peripheral means like they are not necessary. They're not a preponderant thing. They're not the main thing. They're not the subject matter. They are just random things that are not really important. The age we are in has made a lot of peripheral things to become priorities. And so we get encumbered by a lot of peripheral things and a lot of unnecessary things that are not really important to us. And so we now give them power and authority over ourselves simply because of how we have seen these things over and over and over again to the point where we now think it's important. So we see young people, not aspiring to live a life that they have thoughtfully chosen for themselves, but rather the one that has been projected to them by the media. So it's not like it's outrightly wrong. What I'm trying to make you understand is we have to understand what is priority to us. Because when we do understand what is priority to us, then we can understand the things that are not priority, the things that are peripheral. Because there are the peripheral things and then there are the priorities. And the things that are not really important and there are things that are really important. And so I try my best as we all should to understand our mission in life, our vision, what is our goal. And one of the things I really want to hit on the head with the hammer is this. I really want to hit this on the head. And in emphasizing this to you guys, I'm also emphasizing it to myself because whenever you teach, you learn twice. Why we do what we do should not be because of a particular thing. It should be because of who we are going to become. So, short example that I've given before, and I love giving this example because it's something that a lot of people can relate with. The aspect of the people who win the lottery. You don't really have to be anything to win the lottery. You just have to be lucky. And so when you win the lottery, you don't really change. It's just that you just maybe spend more and do a lot of things, but then the individual doesn't really change. And so more often than not, they come back to square one, and then it's just a whole hassle. The aim is to become a changed person. And in being a changed person, there are things that you go through that changes you. There are a lot of experiences that you go through that changes you. There are a lot of circumstances that you pass through that when you come out of those circumstances, you're not the same person. You're obviously not going to be the same person. Sure, you're going to know you're still maybe John or Sandra or Philip or Isaac. You know you're still that person, but you know that something has changed about you because you came out of this particular circumstance that previously you haven't really gone through. You understand? So it reshapes your mind and it reshapes your heart and your nervous system, and you just see the world in a different way, and then you approach in a different way, and you go forward in life. What we must understand is that we shouldn't do things for the sake of getting something. We shouldn't say, oh, it's not as if you shouldn't have any monetary goal or financial goal that, okay, I would like to have this amount of money. It's understanding that it is who you become, it is the value you have. I think this was Henry Ford that said that even if you take away all the money he has, he will still find his way back to where he was and even higher. Why? It was because of the person who he became. The person he became. He became someone that even if you take away all his assets away from him, based on the type of person he has become, the type of knowledge he has garnered, the type of understanding he has, grasped, and even the connection that he has, all those things will make him reach that particular place even faster than he got there before because of the knowledge he has now. That's the thing that matters the most. So it's the value you have as a man or as a person that guarantees your growth. So every single thing in your life should be geared towards that growth. It should be geared towards that, realization. It should be geared towards that. And every other thing that is not that is false. So that's what we must understand. So the goal isn't the things that don't really matter, because all these material things, they're going to change. There's a saying in Nigeria, and I'm going to say it as it is, in the way we used to say it, and I'll interpret it. They say person will buy new model, but person will buy new model, an old model he buy. What that means is that whatever that is new that you buy, is still an old model because another new one is going to come out. So it's not necessarily about the asset in itself. It is the person you become, because the assets are always going to be, I mean, they're not even assets, I say assets, the items or the objects you purchase, they're always going to be new ones that are going to come out and overthrow those ones. So that's not even the point. It is the person you become. And then you can choose to have those things, but it's going to be a choice, not an obligation. A lot of people think that, oh, I must hustle so I can get this car and that one, and then when you get those things, the joy is just short-lived, and then you're looking for another high. It's not that, it's the person you become. So you put challenges in your way, challenges that gear you into becoming that person. And when you begin to go through that path, you would stumble, you would encounter a lot of things, a lot of challenges, and not backing down and putting your head down is what makes you grow. Never give up, never quit, keep going forward. That's always the motto. Never give up, just never quit, and just keep putting in, keep putting in, keep putting in, and that's how you grow. And that's basically just what I want to speak about today. So I really do advise every single one of us to understand the main point in our lives, the vision that we have set for ourselves, the mission that we would love to accomplish, and then actually moving forward in line with that thing. And then we'll begin to see that our lives will change, because we will change. We're going through challenges, and we are obviously going to change. So this is it. It's harsh, it's painful. It really is, because you go through a lot of, I would say, heartbreak. Heartbreak in it, and heartbreak is in everything. Your business, maybe your relationship with people, your money, your health, all those things. You just go through certain heartbreaks, and even your trust in people, all those things, it would actually break your heart. But the ability to keep going forward and not just fall back into that abyss of misery is just what makes you grow as an individual. So I would advise that every single one of us embrace this path and embrace the path. And when you embrace the path, it's not just embracing only the good, wonderful, hey, nice part. It is embracing the whole thing, both the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the indifference. Just embrace the whole experience. And as you do so, it actually does something to you. And then people will see and you'll be like, wow, you have changed. The way you speak will change, the way you respond. Previously, you just used to react in a particular way. Now you respond, because now you're living from a place where you have been tried by fire, and then you came out purged from your afflictions, and then here you are. So friends, that's what I would advise every single one of us to do. Understand our vision and embrace that vision. Embrace the challenges that come with that vision, and then we'll begin to see how reality will play out to fit that lifestyle that we have chosen for ourselves. The transformation is within, it is not without. It's not about the items we gather or garner, it's about the person we become, and then we can choose to have those things if we deem it's necessary. At that point, you won't even see it as necessary. Thank you.